Oh, here he goes. Go. Good?
That's a big fish.
Full hand on tail. Yeah, looks sick. Good go.
Look how broad that thing is.
I wonder if that was the one that followed me in.
Beautiful.
Oh my.
That's a big
That's a
fish.
big fish, dude. Limp! This would have been waiting for all day.
That's over 6.
Felt that bite.
Damn, I think low and slow is the way to go, eh, baby?
First big of the year on.
The thing I'm about to tie on.
Get him, get him.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Calm down. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here.
Yeah, dude!
Dude.
6 pounds, 11 ounces.
Oh my god, please get the net. Please, 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 please get the net.
I got you, buddy.
Oh my god.
I got you.
That was the weirdest bite ever. Oop. That was a good one? Yep.
Sure, feels like it.
Sure is.
I can't turn her head, bud. Holy shit! What the? Is that another 6?
Could be.
The second giant of the day, proving that point. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yes!
Big baits, big fish. There we go. 5 pounds, 6 ounces. Beauty! Let's go. Got him. Get in here, you. There's another 6. You. That's a big fish.
6'10". Woo-hoo-hoo. Little fatty.
Oh my god! If I can land this fish. Holy sh! 5.06. Sick. Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy sh! God. What a beast.
Yeah,
Dude, that's it, that's it! I'm 4 pounds smaller. I need a picture. Sorry.
oh wow. That might be a 4. That might be a 4.
Yeah, it's a 4. You guys show that off too. 4 pounds, 12 ounces. Holy. Trailers, what's getting it done. Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, that's unbelievable. That's a 4.
He's still swimming.
There we go. That's a big fish. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes! 414 though. Gee. Not too shabby. And removed from the stream. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hello, everybody.
Slightly different setup. Because I didn't feel like setting up everything alone and tearing it down alone. And I am alone tonight. My wife and kids went to the beach. Kids were enjoying swimming in the surf. They're getting dinner. And I was being a miserable prick all day, so I don't blame anybody for not wanting to be around me. That's a joke. It's a joke. They didn't leave because I was being a miserable prick. But I was being a miserable prick, so. And decided to take off my poopy pants and put on my big boy pants and get to it. Originally...
You had poopy pants on?
Well, my attitude was really poopy and it was seeping into my pants, so... That's how bad it was, seeping right from my brain all the way down to my britches.
Brainy britches.
Poopy brainy britches.
It's a shitty situation.
Hey, but... So, original plan for tonight was supposed to talk BFS stuff with our buddy Dennis, and he got out of work late. Oh, audio low on my side. Hang on. I fix... Oh, wait a minute. Settings. Audio.
How do I sound?
How's that? You sound pretty good. Let me know if that sounds a little bit better. I'm using a slightly different mic setup, which tends to want to slip down and not stay in front of my face. Yep.
Dude, I have this little pillow.
Oh, yeah, look at you.
Oh, it's nice.
I have one more option I can use to turn that up. Hang on. I hope it just doesn't blow out, though.
Oh.
Is it humming now?
No. It's just loud.
Good.
You're loud to me. But...
No, all right. I just want to make sure that it didn't get blown out. That's the problem with this other device I use. Still low. Hang on. I think I have one more option.
You sound much better.
Much better. Okay. All right. We're gonna rock with that. If I can scooch a little closer, better. Sounds good.
You're yelling at me.
Well, you turned me down on your end.
Well, it's better.
I need a wrench to tighten that nut, but whatever. So, original plan was to talk BFS. That did not. I was running late from work. Dennis was running late from work, and I wasn't even going to do this initially. And then I got my own head. I got out of my own head, and I was like, no, you know what? Let's get this done. But with a little caveat that we'll just keep it really simple with the setup tonight. Andrew living in darkness.
Always.
So
I got black pants on.
Do you actually have pants on? This time. When he comes to my house, he usually doesn't have pants.
I forgot my pants again.
So, I don't know. I got out of my own head. Something that I've talked about a lot, not too long ago, correcting my perspective. And that's like a constant uphill battle to keep my head on straight and keep my perspective centered and just my outlook and especially how I view certain situations. And I got way into my own head again, although granted, I had moderately reasonable reason to be as such due to some actions of other individuals. But whatever, man. We're going to let bygones be bygones. Control what you can control. Discuss what needs to be discussed, and you fucking move on, right? That's what we're doing.
Heck yeah.
Oh, what the heck was the other thing that I wanted to bring up? Oh, let's talk about the boat situation. It's part of my poopy pants syndrome today. So, for anybody who follows us on Instagram, you would have seen on Monday night, I drove down to Reynolds Boats, so I dropped my boat off. And I am looking to buy something. I don't know what it's going to be, and I don't know what I can afford or not. So I brought it down because I remember I messed up the outboard somehow at that tournament for the BFL in Lake Champlain, and I need to get that assessed. And assessment came back today, and I blew the motor. Kablooey. She gone. She dead. There is some blessing in this. So I have a 2010 Skeeter ZX200 and has a 2010 Yamaha Show on the back. 200 horse. I won't bore you with the backstory. The important thing is, through some incredible luck, which just doesn't happen to me, Yamaha/Skeeter, they're going to cover like the bulk of what this repair is going to be, both parts and labor on it. So they're still going to get me a full estimate, but still going to cost me like several $1,000s out of my pocket to get it rebuilt. But plus side, I have a brand new top head on this thing. Top end will be all brand new, 0 hours. Reynolds takes care of the first 3 hours of break-in, the most critical of the 10 hours of break-in on any time you get a new power head. So they'll take care of the first 3 hours amongst also rebuilding the whole thing. And I will, in essence, have a brand new motor on the back, except for the lower unit. Like, that will still be as old as it is and however many hours there are on it. So that's a blessing in disguise. Yep, blew the motor, but instead of it being, $10,000, $12,000, whatever it is, it's only going to be a few thousand. Just waiting to see what that total bill is going to look like. I should hear something tomorrow.
But the plus side is, once it's rebuilt, your resale value goes up.
Yeah, that's the plus side. I mean, so I brought it down for them to assess the motor. It's you can boil it down to 4 things. That was my intent bringing it down. 1, assess and repair. 2, assess for trade-in value, assess for private sale value, and then give me some quotes on some new boats. And specifically looking at a couple of new ones. Jared, I'll give you $12 in a sandwich.
If you're buying sandwich, I'm in.
Yeah, dude, seriously. And Alex, right, too much freaking corn. So I haven't heard back on anything. I know that they were. I'm assuming that I haven't heard anything back from sales guy yet because they were waiting to see what was going to shake out the motor and then factor that in and everything. So we'll see how it goes after I get to hear back from them and see what my options are looking like. I do have 2 different friends that are interested in buying the boat, so this will actually probably be good news for them. So instead of getting a boat with 500 hours, they get a boat with 10. Because when I get my boat back, I can promise you I'm going to go out like first day and I'm going to spend 7 hours on the water just breaking her in. So I just get it done. Maybe fish for an hour or two. I don't know. We'll see. So there's that. And then as far as the boat purchasing options, I have no idea yet. But I am going down that path. I want to make it work. And regardless of what happens, I will have a boat in time for the Berkshire Bass Fall Classic in early October, which is really the only tournament we have left on our radar at this point. Maybe a couple others that we could potentially jump into, but like that's the only one that's definitively in our plans.
I like the ham salad sandwich.
You and your goddamn ham salad.
It's so good. I don't know why people don't like it.
You got issues, man. So I don't know. That's that. There's really nothing else of important to bring up other than, if you guys haven't done so yet, please drop a like on the stream. It helps when especially like driving algorithm and as such driving money, which is very important for me in my wallet right now, given that I blew my motor. So take that into consideration, please. Oh, here we go. What were you gonna say?
Egg salad's not better, by the way.
I'm just not a fan of like any of the chicken salad's like the only salad I will tolerate.
Chicken salad's good too.
Dude, chicken salad is awesome.
Stop, I'm hungry.
So John asked, do you prefer fiberglass or aluminum hull, and for what reason, since you were talking to a boat? I'm still a glitter rocket fiberglass guy. Like, that's what I want. After being in that boat, though, it did change my perspective quite a bit.
Yeah, me too. It was, so if you guys weren't around or here, me and him went that way. We went up to Champlain and worked the Candlewood fishing camp with all the kids, guiding the kids for an entire week. And Jed, the dude who runs it, lent me his, I don't remember what year it is, but it was an X21.
Yeah, the Express X21
with a 250 on it. Woof. Dude, that thing, it just shit and get. I mean, that thing was like, it didn't plane out like a normal boat. It didn't like come up and then go. It was just like,
yeah, no.
And like for rough water, honestly, we were in what? At most 3.5 footers, something like that, probably.
Yeah, I think the worst we experienced was somewhere in that 3 to 4 foot range for waves, which were it's a little different because it's kind of like being in the ocean at that point. Where you're up on that northern end. This is not for you, Andrew. It's more for the benefit of everybody else listening and watching. Where when you get on a much bigger body of water like that, they tend to become a little bit more rollers versus like straight waves that you experience on like a couple of 1,000-acre lake. So you get like a 5 to 10 mile an hour wind, and it just stays like dead consistent that whole time. It's a slow build, but when it's got 30, 40 miles of wide open water to just run, it becomes these big kind of like ocean rollers.
90.
And people don't like understand until they get out there, especially when they see videos. Like, oh, it doesn't look that bad. Well, it's a wide angle lens, and in their big waves, they just don't like white cap as well as they would in a smaller body of water with like a stiff 30 plus mile an hour wind.
Right. I mean, you're still getting your shit pushed in pretty hard. But I mean, running across that, no issues whatsoever. I was checking the bilge, no water in it ever.
No, dude.
Like it handled it great. Now it changed my perspective. I was honestly like pretty nervous going up there, knowing that I was going to be on an aluminum boat all week on Champlain, and the wind forecast wasn't very happy looking for the wind. I don't care about the rain or anything.
My end.
We don't really give a shit about the rain. I mean, the rain is rain. It's going to come no matter what. So have rain gear and you fish.
It's because these guys keep us dry.
Mm-hmm. But the wind, on the other hand, if the wind gets bad up there, if it's a north wind or a south wind, you better hang on because it gets bad, and it gets bad quick. Like we experienced it a few months ago when we were up there. We were staying up there just fun fishing for a weekend or a week or however long we were up there for. And we came out of this one cove and we're like, oh, look, it's starting to get a little windy. And then literally 30 seconds later, it was like 3 to 4 footers. And we're like, oh my God. That's a video where we speared the wave. And jeez. But yeah, anyway, that aluminum boat, that changed my mind. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go for. If I can get into like a 20, 21 foot express for a decent price within the next 2 years, I'm guessing, I'm going to do it.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I guess I can expand a little bit on my boat purchasing since you shared your goals. I am really, really, really hopeful that somehow, through miracles, I can get into a Phoenix 21 PHX. Like, that's my dream boat. I want that more than anything because it still is going to run probably 70, maybe low 70s. But from everything I've read, that thing will cut through rough water like driving on pillows, and you can do it one-handed while eating a sandwich with the other hand. So, like, plus it's a wicked wide front deck, so you have a ton of room up front. I would be very, very happy in a 721 Pro XP. That's my second option. If I gotta go look used, I have a lot more ideas I can look at. But I am hopeful that, you know, a deal can be made that gets me into something new. Like, that would be nice. Because I definitely have plans. Like, I'm definitively going back and fishing both of the one-day BFLs next year on Champlain. And I'm toying with the idea of fishing the 3-day Toyota Series event up there. Maybe even the one in the St. Lawrence.
I mean, shit, if I have a boat by then, I'll fish those BFLs too.
Dude,
as a boater.
It was fun. I love tournaments anyway. And just being in one twice as big as the next biggest tournament I've ever fished in was, like, awesome. And it's funny, I was looking at it, I was like, I wonder if there's more or less boats in the 3-day series. So both of those one-day BFLs drew, like, low hundreds. I think the first one had 125, and then the second one that I was in had 109. The Champlain 3-day Toyota's event and then the St. Lawrence 3-day Toyota event both drew over 200 boats. That's nuts.
That's fun.
that's Bassmaster Open size tournament fields.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, but I'd give it a shot, absolutely. So, yeah. But I'm only going to do that if I have a next to new boat or new, and it's got to be 21 footer with a 250, and just, like, make sure everything's ready to go. So that way I know, ideally, I don't run into any mechanical issues like I did this year, and I don't run into issues where I can't run safely or with enough time in consideration, like I also ran into this year. Not that I'm making excuses, because I'm not. I do wonder, like, damn, if I did have a 21 foot and nothing happened to me, I could have definitely gone to, you know, spots 1, 2, and 3 that I would love to have gone to, but there was, like, no way my boat would have done it. Them older skeeters don't run in that kind of ugly Champlain chop like most other 19 footers, the newer hulls. You know, like, I'm sure that Phoenix 919 runs like a dream compared to mine. But the plus side to my boat is that's literally the only time that we really can't run was in those conditions. And we experienced that last year when we were up there with the camp. Same deal. All those 3 days we were up there, there's that crazy stiff south wind, and, like, could you go? Yeah, but you were doing, like, 20 miles an hour. You know, and it turns that 15-mile run into a bit of a nightmare, just slapping the whole way through. No. It's not fun. I'm good.
Yeah, nah. It hurts.
Just a bit.
I've had them go before, and it doesn't feel
Richard asked, what kind of sandwich, Sean? Like from sandwich, or just in general? If it's like sandwich, then it's hot Bronco beef or pulled pork perfection.
I don't remember the name of it, but it was that one that you sent me over there to get for the first time, and it was like the
steak and cheese with the horseradish in it?
And the onions and all the mushrooms.
Hot Bronco beef.
Yes. Okay.
Dude, yep. So good.
That's the best one. That is flat out the best one. I mean, they're all phenomenal, but that is by far the best one. It literally just, like, you bite it and it's just, like, all over your face and all. It's awesome.
So they're going to be at SPM this Saturday, and my kids have been dying to go there. Like, just go to Sandwich for lunch. So I'm going to surprise them on this Saturday. Be like, all right, boys, we're going to go to Sandwich, and just because they're right there. And otherwise, they're not usually open on Saturdays. So it's going to work out pretty good.
Good.
Mark did say Berkshire's also on Lake Champlain, September 16th to 17th. I'm not doing that in my boat. I've already decided I'm not going to do. I would take a chance last minute on a one-day event up there, but I'm not going to go up there and gamble for 2 days. And plus, that would be very difficult to do right before I leave for vacation with the family. So, I don't know. We'll see. What did John say? I've only been on 17 to 18 foot aluminum hull boats, and I've been impressed how they handle wind on smaller lakes, and headed into Lake Michigan, but haven't experienced a fiberglass boat, even though that is what everyone runs at our local derbies. There's pros and cons to both. In general, fiberglass just gets you a little bit more speed, and depending upon the hull, tends to rough a little smoother. But then, they, especially now, like the last 3 years, the improvements they made on so many aluminum hulls, they've definitively narrowed that gap in overall speed and performance.
And slapping a 250 on the back of it.
Oh my god, dude!
It was like driving a go-kart with a freaking like a 2JZ on the back of it. It was sick. I wish I could have gone out by myself with that thing. I got it up to like 64, 65 with the kids in it, and I didn't even trim it up really. So
yeah,
I didn't want to go any faster with them.
Yep. Kevin did ask, how are your skeeter live wells putting 5 fish on one side? More than fine. Plenty of room. That's one of the things I love about that boat. Live well size is like really, really good. So I've got no complaints on that. Overall storage on the boat's pretty good.
I found out something about the aerators though that you have.
Yeah?
They're no bueno. Unless you use a specific like G-Juice type of stuff. I forget the name of the brand, but
I know what you're talking about.
Steve said they will kill the fish.
Oh.
If you don't use the specific juice or whatever additive to the live wells.
All right, duly noted. Have you guys heard of fish lung? Did you see that from Jerry Brusso's post?
I saw that, but where the hell are you going to put it?
In my boat, I can't. There's no room. But in a newer boat...
I'm pretty sure that was a Ranger.
Yeah, no, that was literally Jerry's boat, so it definitely was a Ranger.
Yeah, which has plenty of room in the back for stuff.
But it's cool, because it's like an aerator that you would have for like your fish tank at home almost.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But like lots of control to it, and it looked like multiple ports, so you could essentially put 2 aerators per live well. And it like maximizes the oxygen content while minimizing the amount of bubbles it puts in there. Did you see the price on that thing?
I didn't know. I didn't look it up.
Take a guess.
I'm guessing $1,200. $2,400.
Just come back down a little bit.
Okay, $2,000.
Yep.
Sheesh. Yeah, but it's worth it.
Right. I mean,
everything for boats is expensive. It doesn't even matter what you get. I mean, you
joke.
get the little screw-on like trim tilt, freaking little knob. Those are like $60. Like little anodized little metal screw-on handle. That's all it is.
Yep. Friggin'
the Duralocks for your things are $90 a set.
I know.
They ain't cheap. Boats ain't cheap. So if you're looking to get into one, just make sure you're ready to spend a bunch of money.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? And Mark did ask, does your boat have the oxygenators in the live wells too? Just on one side, not on the other. Mm-hmm. Which, oddly enough. Well, you know what?
If you keep it on recirc, you'll be good.
And that's what I do. Like, all day, I literally just have it pumping fresh lake water, and never mind recirc. Like, I'm just constantly keeping the pump on. Mm-hmm. And it'll overflow into the bilge a little bit, and I'll just turn on the bilge every once in a while, pump that out, and then otherwise I'm just constantly dumping in fresh lake water into it. Mm-hmm. And I can count on one hand the number of times I've had a fish die on this boat. It's very, very infrequent.
Only a couple. In the last, I don't know how many years. It's only been maybe like 2. Maybe
We've
3.
never had one die. We boxed them for pictures.
No?
Never. Like, they never even looked unhealthy. No,
I think we've only had one die just because it was like gut hooked or like got in the gills. But even the last one that I caught with the A-rig up there, that literally turned the entire live well red.
Yeah.
That lived. And it swam away just fine.
Oh yeah.
So
we had that in there for a while, and I kept recircling the water out of that too. So I was in our buddy DJ's Phoenix. So I was just constantly dumping in fresh lake water, and then I had the pump out running at the same time for like a good 20 minutes. So dumping in fresh from the top and pumping out all the other crap from the bottom. And I got that water clear again, so it definitely had stopped bleeding, and just like I literally wasn't even moving. So it's not like I was beating the crap out of that fish. We had it in the boat for about a half an hour, literally spot locked in that one spot that entire time, and just pumping in fresh water on her, and just let her chill. And then we checked on her. There's no blood left in the water, and she was freaking lively as hell. We just gentle release, let her go. She was happy.
Jesus. Try restoring a 69 or 68 Buick GS convertible.
Oh, God.
Nah, I'm all set. What the hell is his name? Joe Travolta? Whatever his name is, with that.
Dude, that car is
man.
ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Tighten the pants every time he posts a video of that thing.
Yeah, I know. I can almost fucking crack my desk.
So you know what? Speaking of Champlain, I'm going to do something a little different here that you and I have like almost never done. Talk about recent events or upcoming events. Bassmaster Elites are on Lake Champlain this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And late last week, I reached out to two pros that I met at ICAST that, one, like I definitively wanted to meet, and I did want to ask him to come on this show. And the other guy, I just wanted to meet. And then just last second, I was like, if you're interested, I'd love you to come on the show so we could talk about like something else, not specific to fishing. And they both said yes. So I contacted them. I wanted to wait a few weeks. I didn't want to just like throw it right on them while they're all at ICAST. I wanted to like kind of respect how busy these guys are. And I'm hoping that, you're not
gonna tell them, are you?
Tell who? Everybody watching?
Yeah, don't.
No.
This is a surprise.
A big surprise.
A very big one.
And not for nothing, this is more for me than it is for you guys. Because, especially just the both of them, what they mean to me from not just like looking up to them from an angler perspective, but especially from like just personal accomplishment and just how they conduct themselves and other things they've done from as an extension of fishing, but not directly related to fishing. So I'm hyped. Hopefully that'll work out. But anyway, so they're obviously the elites. So up there. So Lake Champlain starts tomorrow. How many of you guys are not going to be working and actually watching the stream?
I'm watching.
Well, you work at a place where this is encouraged, so of course you're watching it.
I'm going to have it on TV all day. And if you haven't picked your fantasy fishing guys yet, you better get on it right now.
You're running out of time before the cutoff, right?
I think you can do it the day up. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but
interesting.
I think today might be the cutoff. I don't remember.
I mean, it would make sense. I could see them putting the cutoff at like 8 a.m. tomorrow, right? Like even a little after the tournament starts, but gives people like a last minute, like, oh crap, I totally forgot. If they see the tournament, like, live stream come up or something and just people posting about it. And it's early enough in the day that even if people are catching them, I mean, really, is it going to have any bearing whatsoever? It's not like in the first hour you're going to, oh yeah, these top 5 guys are killing it already and that's going to work and give you an advantage to wait that long. No.
I will tell you my guys right now. Keep going.
Okay.
I gotta find it first.
Well, I'm actually curious. I want to hear from everybody in the chat on this too. So with them being up on Champlain, water is still high. I wouldn't say it's like crazy high, but from everything I've heard, it's still a little bit above normal. Above normal pool, definitively above what it normally would be this time of the year. So kind of two different perspectives on that. What do you think it's going to take, one, to get in the top 10, and two, what it's going to take to win? Because usually it takes about 20 pounds a day, just a hair under or north of the 80-pound mark, essentially, to win it. And I'm going to guess it's probably going to take 74 pounds to make top 10 into the final day.
So
last 10th place will have 74 pounds or higher.
I didn't even know what Brian guessed for, because at the end of picking all your guys, you got to go in and get the total like winning weight or whatever for the whole weekend. Brian said 80 pounds 5 ounces, and I said 85.6, and I was like, yeah, right, bitch. And I didn't even know. I don't know how to figure this out.
Honestly, because of the way the water levels are, and like seeing results from the last few tournaments and what guys have been pulling in for largemouth here and there, 85 pounds is not out of the question for somebody to pull off.
I think I have a pretty stacked team. So I got Polinick, Canterbury, Corey Johnston, Taco Ito, and Josh Douglas.
You didn't pick the llama fighter?
No,
fighter usually does good up there.
I know he does. Oh, I did 83 pounds 6 ounces.
That's a solid guess.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm guessing. So we'll see.
So what'd you say? 83.5?
83.6. 83.6.
I'm gonna go official here. I'm gonna guess 82.25 to win. Price is right, bitch. Closest without going over.
All right. It's
Or is
fine.
it closest without going under? I forget.
I don't remember. I think it's close to go without going over. But I'm 1 ounce above Brian, so if it's 83.7, I'm going to be so happy. Even if it's 100, I'm still going to be happy I'm closer.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it should be fun. It's going to be an exciting day tomorrow. We're going to have the TV on all day, most likely.
Yep.
So
That's freaking awesome. I saw this from Kara. All depends on the sun. I don't think so. Up there, I don't think it's going to matter. We've had enough experience in both. I mean,
that's what Oliver says, but
well, yeah, for particular bites, absolutely. But I don't know. For me, man, I tend to do better for smallmouth when there's no sun. Or it doesn't matter. I can
overcast with like some wind, and that's why I like to catch smallmouth, because you can usually find them pretty, not easily, but they're, I don't know. I feel like they bite better when there's some wind.
Yep. I am curious to see if they get storms that roll through like I experienced during my BFL, which I'm just using that as an example. I'm not trying to talk about the BFL over and over again. It's just the most recent time this has happened. This has happened plenty of times when we've been fun fishing, where even if it's like really, really cloudy or really sunny to really cloudy or vice versa, but the moment you get like a big system move in, it doesn't have to create a whole ton of rain and crazy winds. The winds can be consistent and you just get a drizzle, but just having that little bit of a system come in to change things like that definitively alters the bite. Seems like more often than not, or at least that's our luck. So like if that happens, if they are facing the same thing that we kind of did, even for like the camp where you'll get a little overcast and all of a sudden a storm will roll in like at random, I'm curious, like, is it guys might have to catch them like good in the morning before a system moves in. I haven't checked the weather for up there though.
Oh, their wind's going to be absolutely terrific. It's going to be like 25 consistent, sustained. It's going to be absolutely great.
Wait, hang on. I got the wind finder app.
And it's a straight south wind, so it's
no way.
Sick. Oh yeah, dude, they're going to they're going to have fun out there. It's going to be. I wouldn't want to be out there. I mean, I would go out in that, but Jesus, it's going to be rough.
Come on, map work. And they're launching on Plattsburgh, so where are we today? Why am I looking
same ramp?
Friggin' a week ahead. God damn. Let's see here. Tomorrow, by 5 a.m. it's going to be blowing 15 out of the south. Yep, about 20. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's bad. It gets worse as the day goes on.
Here, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. If you guys haven't used the app called Wind Finder, that's not going to focus enough. If you see blue and there's a little bit of green right in the middle going through South Hero, North Hero, that's no bueno. That's 25 plus.
That's like
just
sink your boat territory. Like that's like who was it? Croy Johnson out in the middle of Ontario with like 6 or 7 footers. That's like going to be like that.
Yeah, almost. Oh, come on, focus. Almost every single friggin' camera guy out there got sick. So looking at Friday, it's not as bad, but it's still going to suck.
Hi, Oliver.
Saturday, it shifts actually a little bit more favorable, straight out of the west. So that won't be too bad unless people are running over to the inland sea on the Vermont side. And then Sunday, it calms down pretty significantly. That first day, everybody's going to get ragdolled tomorrow. I don't care if you got a 21-footer. That's still going to suck.
Oliver, when do you want us to come out? I mean, shit, I'll come out next week. I don't care. I got a week's vacation now, which is pretty sick.
I do want to see this. And hello, Oliver. I didn't get to say hi yet. Oh, I would love to get out there. We'll see. This new boat purchase thing is going to throw things off. Come on, camera, focus. I'm over here. I screwed it up by putting my phone in front of it. What?
Just get a bottle of or a carton of whatever the hell it's called, like an orange juice. Concentrate.
No, I can't fix it. All right, whatever. It is what it is. I did see this from Alec, who's fishing the open water sniper in the elites. Booked them for Championship Sunday. Yeah, dude. Who?
Lake Mojave. I
Oh,
want to
dude.
go.
Would love to.
I want to go.
Like the new setup. Thanks, Oliver. It's our lazy man's way to do it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I
Oh, there
played
it
a
was.
couple games of Rocket League and then hopped on freaking what is
ready-
it? StreamYard.
I'm ready for Rocket League right after, dude. We should stream it on the old Shoosty Bang.
Oh, we should. Was he a 50-something thousand subs on that?
It peaked at like 52,500, and now it's down to like 46,000 or something like that. I forget.
Man, forget it.
I know, I'm just sitting on a channel that's like 8 times bigger than this one for audience. For the last like 8 years, I've done nothing with it. It's just hanging out.
Just chilling. Actually, no, I was playing MX bikes, and
yeah.
I kind of F myself on that one because you need to like download mods from a website and then put in your files and all this other crazy stuff. So I tried to do the update. It just erased all my bikes and all my tracks. I'm like, come on! And I can't figure out how to fix it.
Just way to go. Brian did ask, what pound fluorocarbon do you like best for the open water sniper?
Straight 15-pound.
Mm.
No, that's it. Or 18. Or 20.
15.5 pound.
Yes. Yeah, to define.
Gotta be specific.
Heavy cover. Actually, I have a spool of heavy cover here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I'll be right back.
I need to order some more because I just spooled another one of my reels, which is fun. Jeremy was saying Friday calls for thunderstorms. That sucks. The news, Oliver. When are you guys coming to California to fish? Hopefully sooner than later.
Well, yeah, like I said, I have, so here's the heavy cover. 28.9. That's for not small baits. By the way, Oliver, I casted that, was it the 120 gram or whatever it is?
Giant.
That almost spooled my 300 on the cast. So that was pretty cool. I might need to start using braid on with that setup because I won't be able to set the hook from that far. That was like 250 feet, maybe further.
How heavy is that?
I think it's 120 grams. So
I don't
understand.
What'd you say? 120 grams?
Yeah.
I know, 100 grams.
Pretty sure they're Australian, so that's how they do it.
4.2 ounces. So I have a loose Super Duty 300 with 80-pound Defiant braid on it. If you want to borrow that reel, the rod it's on is only rated to 3 ounces, though. So it'd probably still work, but
100-pound
throw it.
Defiant braid, 45-pound shock leader. I put 100-pound split rings on it too. So, because Bass Pro Shop is right down the road from my work, and I went there in the freshwater section looking for split rings, and they're like 20 pounds. So I was like, nah, not gonna happen. So I went to the saltwater section. They had them, and they had hooks. So, Brian.
Damn it, Brian.
It's only 4.2 ounces. Which is like
that's what you said.
Kind of a lot, but at the same time, it's not at all. Duh.
Brian, take us fishing in your boat this weekend. We'll take you one of our secret spots. My boat's gone for 2 weeks.
He's leaving tomorrow.
For what? Oh, that's right. He's going up there.
He's going up to the Elite.
Is he not camera boating it? Or is he camera boating it?
I don't know. He's just going up to be Brian.
He's going to be one of those guys that follows the pros around?
He's going to be working the whole time. He's going to be doing
Steve's house doing work?
Bowstrike. Yeah, he's like, let me stay in the cabin. I'm like, no, he's going to have you freaking building his deck.
Go walking like all jaunty up to his boat, gonna go fishing. Then Steve's gonna hold up a hammer.
Hey, you forgot something. Estes? No, Est Wing.
Donde
you guys don't know what that is.
Fixing my porch.
I cannot wait to put... Oh, dude, I forgot I broke this. It might be a pain in the ass to... I'll just leave this one side
So, you know, it's funny. Mark saying Lake Mojave is only 2,669 miles from my house. It's like 7 back and forth trips to Marine Village. So I looked at it because I got curious because I got the email from Oliver about like talking about that and stuff. And I just read the preview on it, but I was slammed at work today. Or was that yesterday? No, it was yesterday. I need to circle back on it. But anyway, so I saw it, and I was talking to Florence, and somehow that came up, and I was like, you know what, I'm curious. I'm like, that's going to be, what, like a 32, 33-hour ride? And he was like, so it was 46 hours.
Yeah, I texted him. I was like, hope you guys have a safe trip back and blah, blah, blah. And he's like 13 hours in Ohio. He's like 30 plus to go. I'm like, Jesus.
Well, so it's funny. I was looking at it, and there's two ways to go for the two most direct routes, and one way is 45 hours, the other way is 46 hours. And I got thinking about it. I was like, well, damn, if we need to go out towards like kind of Anaheim area, and then come down to Havasu to fish that, then you take like the higher route, which will take you out towards like center Colorado, and then down through like everywhere else.
I don't think an hour really matters.
No. But when I was talking about it, I was like, oh man, I don't know which way I'd want to go, because like on the one hand, being able to drive down through Texas and like especially New Mexico would be awesome. But oh man, I've been to Colorado and it was beautiful. I'd love to be able to tow my boat up through the Rockies. Like that'd be sick. And then I looked at it, I was like, well, shit, if we were actually to do that, you'd take the northernmost road down, fish in California, and come down to Havasu and fish that tournament, and then you take that road, that southern portion, through New Mexico and everything to ride home. And that you get best of both worlds.
I'm pretty sure my stepdad did that ride on his motorcycle. He went through, like, I'm pretty sure he went from here out to Montana or something like that, or Idaho or whatever, and then
Hi, Tiago.
Down to New Mexico and then back. So he did like the entire country in like a week. Like
that's too much.
Flying. He's like, my average speed was like $120. I'm like, Jesus, dude, you're just gonna blow that thing up. It's awesome.
I'd love to take my boat out there, even if it was a new boat. But the only way that could work, I would have to have like another week of vacation off to be able to go out there and fish like an event with my boat. Or at least like another extra 3 or 4 days off to make up for that travel time, but or at least the most of it. But no flying out there, fish with Oliver in his boat. That's doable.
Oliver, no, bring me on the big boat. I want to stay in the big boat.
You gonna let him stay up in the big boat?
I want to go saltwater.
Oh, the big boat.
Yeah.
Going out for Calico would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, it would. I want to catch one on the Defiant on the line through. That would be sick.
Ooh, that would be sick.
Is that too big for them? No, can't be.
It's fine.
We have two bass boats, 2 kayaks, and a canoe. Okay. So let's take 2 bass boats out then.
Make it happen. Oh God, I'd love to. Oh, and then Mark. I've always wanted to do that Skeeter Owners tournament in Texas. Maybe someday. That would be a lot of fun. Tell you what, circling back on the whole boat topic thing, I would love to get into a Phoenix, and I'm hopeful I can make that happen and afford it. But if not, Skeeter's my next choice, and I would definitely look at a ZXR 21.
Not Vexus?
No, it's too slow. It's a nice boat, but I want something a little faster.
God, it was so nice.
It was nice.
126. Really?
How about a 13-foot Gregor? Did you see that? He's posted up for sale his little boat. The little Dream Machine. Dude, thing's sick.
How much you want for that?
Reel Nothern Bass fans want to see you fish out of a 20 horsepower beast.
I have a boat that's 12 feet long.
Yep.
With trolling motor. I might put another trolling motor on the back of it.
I literally have
and
two
then face
fully
at each
functional...
other, and it'll be spot locked.
I literally have 2 full-sized friggin' trolling motors sitting in my garage that are fully functional. You take them.
I have 4. I have...
Collectively, I think we have 6 spare batteries kicking around.
I have an X2 in the trunk of my car right now.
For science, we should rig up as many as we can on the back of your little tin boat and go for a rip. Just fire all 4, 5, 6 trolling motors off simultaneously.
Dude.
I mean, you have to compensate for a lot of weight, but like, from all those batteries, but still, dude. Imagine doing that. Like, especially if you had like one giant, like a couple of lithiums to do that with.
Dude, that'd be so much fun.
45-pound thrust trolling motors.
Blow the trolling. Oh my god, we get like 4 or 5 of them, and you just put the handles all to one handle and just turn them on. Probably get like 3 miles an hour.
Yeah. So Brian's rolling his eyes because I didn't mention the Nitro Z21 XL. I'm not opposed to that. I am not. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
however,
yes,
is definitely outside of my friggin' price range. I don't know. There's a lot of discussions happening. We shall see. Brian Ayers already told me. Shush. What is a Torpedo? I'm trying to blank.
The Torpedo is the electric, the little electric motor.
Yep.
Yeah, those are cool.
Andrew asked to work to borrow a couple lithiums for science.
Hey Steve, I got a question. You just shut up.
We need 6 50-amp-hour lithiums.
No, we need 6 125s.
We don't need to go for that long. We just need enough to power it for like an hour.
Be out there for a week. It'd be so much fun.
So awesome.
I should try and figure something out for that.
Brian, what do you have for Phoenix? I'm curious. Dude, I mean, we have enough. We could definitively go out there with 3 45-pound thrust trolling motors, and like we can definitely do that.
Just like drive, like bring it down to Florida, down to like Miami, and drive it right next to like one of those big like Midnight Express that have like 17 400Rs on the back of it. Just have like 3 troll motors. Be like, want to rate that hole?
Ooh, Brian's got a 921 XP. Ooh. With the Merc. I'd be happy with a show again, but I really want that Merc. That startup sound every time.
By the way, we just installed a new Ultrex today.
Yeah? Talk to me in a year.
It's nice.
Talk to me in a year. Everything brand new looks awesome. Performs flawlessly. That's why I refuse to do reviews on like reels and stuff. I mean, Andrew and I have the same opinion. That's why we don't do reviews, like unboxing reviews basically on reels, because it's like, oh my god, this thing's so buttery smooth and it's great. But fucking, who gives a shit? It's brand new. Anything you buy brand new is gonna be great. Talk to me in a year after you put it through the ringer, and then let's talk about the quality on it.
Talk to me in 3 months with a couple of my loose reels. I mean, they're nice. They were actually really nice, but I worked the shit out of them and beat them up. And I use them like, probably you're not supposed to use them, but I definitely use them. Blow the brakes straight out of them. Like, take the thing off and just dump them out, put it back on, fish in it. Like, you don't need brakes. So brakes only slow you down.
Yeah. No, out of everything we have from Lose, there's only been 2 of the models that we have that I have not been thrilled with.
Right.
And what is that one? That $280 one? We both had it, and both of ours blew up. All the brakes gone. What the hell is it? The Custom Pro or something like that? I can find it right now.
Custom SLP something or other.
Well, then there is that one too. That was the other one that I'm not really thrilled with right now. So
mine was the gold one with the carbon fiber.
Yeah, I was right. That's a Custom Pro, $280. We got 2 years out of that before it pooped its pants.
Yeah,
and
I
then
think it was like a year and a half. Yeah.
The Custom Light, the $300 bait caster, that one made it just a little under 2 years before.
Dude, mine's still going mint.
Mine is not. I need to get it serviced.
I use that for my chatterbait rod.
Do you really?
Thing's mint 7.3. Thing's awesome.
It was nice right up until like the first break, because it was like what 6 in there, and the first one snapped off. It's like, all right, whatever, it's still working great. But then over the next like 2 weeks, like the 3 more broke off, so there's only 2 in there, and it casts like crap now. So I think there's some shrapnel stuck in there. I just need to take it apart and clean it, but it's still pretty bad that 4 of the 6 brakes that I have snapped off inside of that. Who the hell?
Me.
I got a Geek Squad email on my work email account. That's weird. Spam filter sucks, boys.
Better than Guggen Squad.
Yeah, not wrong. I don't know, man. I tell you what, though. I guess thinking about everything we've touched upon so far tonight.
Tonight was just kind of like a...
shoot the shit about everything and nothing.
What are you guys up to? I'm getting a new tattoo, and I can't wait. Very excited. It's gonna be. Actually, I'm not even gonna tell you what it is.
No, don't.
I bet you guys can guess, and it's not the Reel Nothern Bass emblem either. I get that as a tramp stamp.
He's getting a unicorn horn tattooed on his forehead.
Mm-hmm. With a rainbow.
And then a target right here on his chin.
2 of them. No, my good buddy Eric Escobar, he actually gave me my second tattoo on my ribs. God, that must have been 12, 14 years ago. It was a long time ago. He still is tattooing to this day, like every day. That's what he does for work, and he's absolutely amazing. His Instagram is I am Eric Escobar, and go from there. Look at his stuff. If you're in the area, you should absolutely get something done from him.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. So I don't know where to put it though. Still, I think I'm gonna get it.
Bend over and I'll show you.
Here, maybe, or maybe here. This whole area here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll see. If you haven't figured it out, I'm definitely working on a full sleeve. So.
Aha. Okay. I wanted to make sure I got this right before I told people too. So even though you won't see us on here until next Wednesday, if you guys are interested, thanks to the lovely support and help from one of our subscribers, we got invited to be on Debo's Fishing live stream this Saturday at 8:30 p.m. our time, which is freaking incredible that they made this work. That he reached out, he invited us. I was like, yeah, absolutely. Monstrous channel, 145,000 subscribers. Watched quite a few of his videos already between now and then, a few of his live streams, and I'm very, very excited to be on the show. So I'll talk to him. I wonder if there's a way that I can dual stream that so it can be on our channel too, but I don't think that would matter. But anyway, so I'll post about it once I get the all the information from him. So if you guys are interested, you can absolutely jump in and watch that stream. We'll be on it. Again, starts 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
So excited.
This Saturday. Tiago, so excited.
So excited. You know who Debo is? Never seen Friday? Literally, I have Ice Cube on my door right there.
Boom. There's the channel link. If anybody's interested, give them a subscribe. Although you all probably already are. He gets more views on the regular than we have total subscribers.
Oh, really? Oh, jeez.
Just a bit.
It's kind of a bunch. A bunch?
Yeah, just a smidge bigger than us. No big deal.
Whatever.
I don't know. I'm excited. So it'll be good. But, Kevin. Going to be on Cobby. Dude, I can't wait to fish that lake.
I've been hearing a lot about that place lately.
I've been hearing a lot about that place for the last 10 years. So my desire to fish there has been strong for a long time.
I think there was a big tournament going up there or something like that. That's probably why. But
they have quite a few big ones up there.
Yeah.
Even talking to Dennis about it, he said that we would like it because he's like, it's kind of like a mini Champlain. Fish is the same. I was like, all right. My dad has the same cuts with multiple bags of 20+ pound smallmouth, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Great.
No big deal. So.
Yeah. I don't know.
God,
I just wanted to keep it
already. Holy shit, that went by fast.
Yeah, it did. Well, it was nice. We didn't really have a structure to it. Just kind of kept it loosey-goosey. Talked about a little bit about everything. For anybody that's still here, obviously, 1, thank you very much. 2, if you haven't done so yet, please leave a like on the stream. It really, seriously, it does help a lot. And anybody that circles back on this that wants to leave a comment on the YouTube portion of it, awesome. Oh, one of the things, I'm going to get Spotify caught back up here, and we'll start getting that consistent moving forward. And one of the things I want to say, for those that have been listening in on Spotify and the regular and have left a review on there, like, thank you. That's been huge. I remember asking about it, man, I don't know. It had to have been like 2 months ago. And I forgot about it. I'm actually going back to look right now because I'm curious. And I was like, I went to go through and I was looking at the stats, and of course now it's not showing up. But I forget, I think we had, hang on. I can do this because I saved it on my phone. I was so excited. I was so excited. Where are my screenshoties?
Shotties.
13 reviews, 5.0 even. 5 out of 5.
That's good.
Friggin' awesome.
That's actually
Thank
really
you
good.
guys for doing that. Like, that's huge. I'm excited. There's a lot of good things going on. I'm happy.
If you guys need anything done to your boat,
Yep.
this way,
No better in the business.
get over there and get some stuff done to your boat. I'm pretty sure Scott actually
Scott
just popped in.
Talent, he did.
He popped in. And we did a bunch of stuff to his boat. Came out really good too.
Yep.
Mhm.
Speaking of that, I'm thinking about the boats here again. There's so many friggin' variables I have to work around and like take into consideration when I do finally have the conversation with them about like, okay, what are we looking at? Like, what are you going to give me for my boat? Like, what's the potential there? What I can look at for a realistic potential like private sale? See if Carl and Cam are still really interested in buying it, like, and just work that all out. And I'm definitely gonna throw them a deal. I'm not gonna like be like, wow, full private sale and this is that. Like, I'll work with them. I'd rather help out a friend if I can. But however it all washes out, like that's just one part of it. And then you gotta work around the whole electronics thing because I can tell you right now, I'm not going backwards from what I have. How much time and effort and money have I put into that boat with your help to get everything on there the way it is, and it's like done. The only thing we could possibly do right now to make it better is to go to bigger graphs on a few of the options.
Yeah.
I'm not going backwards, so I need to figure that out in the equation of like, I mean, ideally, I'd love to find like a brand new boat with nothing on it and just take everything off of my boat and put it on that boat.
we do some pretty clean work over there.
That you guys do.
I mean, this is one of the setups that I did, and it came out freaking awesome. I was really stoked on that one. I just like getting them looking like just like super clean, tight wires. Just
there you go. Scott said boat is absolutely dialed.
See?
Oh, Nate's here. Hey, buddy. And then Kevin just said he picked up a lithium starter battery a few weeks ago.
Hell yeah! Did you really? Was I there?
Probably.
I might have either that or I was up in Champlain.
So about that. How about another talent? How about one that works?
Oh yeah, I forgot that thing shit the bed.
So when I was up there on Champlain before you got up there, trying to think. I forget what day it was. I think it was Friday night, day before the tournament, and Steve Cash was staying with Paul in the cabin right beside us. I went over and I was just busting his balls. I was joking. I was like, hey, man, something else broke on my boat. Can you help? And he's like, oh, fuck. I'm like, no, I'm kidding. I was like, but in all seriousness, something did break, but it broke a while ago. So I was just, because he's a mechanic, I was like, I just want to bend your ear. And I told him about how the Talon died. And he was like, because I had taken it apart, I was making sure it wasn't like the cable was all bound up or something. Everything looks mint inside. So he was like,
something
was like, you got to take it apart? Or you already got to take it apart? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, what the hell? I'll come over and take a quick peek. Because he was just hanging out talking to Paul anyway. So we looked, and there was nothing obvious that jumped out. He's like, it could very well be that the solenoid, or whatever the frickin' the hell that part is up top, may have pooped. I'll get it looked at eventually. I'll figure it out.
Fix if that's what it is.
Hope so.
Sorry, Kevin. I don't remember much. I'm sorry. Steve was away. Oh, so he was fishing the maybe a BFL or something. And Brian, yes, I do work for Steve. He's an awesome boss.
Yeah.
He has helped me out tremendously.
That he has.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Derpy Boy there, Brian.
Brian.
God damn it.
I love my job, and I love where I work and all the people I work with. So
I deserve that much credit for you having that job.
You definitely do.
Because I saw the post and I was like, okay, I'm gonna call him if he doesn't take this fucking job. I swear to God.
Well, it was tough to leave where I was working before because I was there for so damn long, and I was like, what, it's time. And he sent me the link, and I was like, okay. So I went in and talked to Steve, and Steve was like, yeah, come in on Monday or whenever. And so I went in and worked for a full day. It's funny. Literally my first day, Josh Rafter's dad, Steve, came in
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
to buy Active Target or something like that. I was like, hey, he's like, what the hell are you doing here? I'm like, I don't know.
Well, I remember seeing the job post and I was like, okay, like aside from the fact that this is right up your alley and your interest, all I could think about was knowing Brian pretty well and Steve, like both of them pretty well, and I was like, oh my god, dude, he'd love working with both of those guys. Like that's just a match made in heaven.
Yeah, it's fun every day.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's tough, like just the work itself is tough, but it's fun every day. Aluminum boats, by the way, I've kind of figured out trackers and how to run the wires in those. It's difficult to figure out. I mean, the bigger ones, like the big giant V-hole trout boats, those are still a nightmare, but we figure them out.
How many of those do you usually get in? Like one for every 10 bass boats, or?
Wait, what?
For like the trout boats and stuff. Do you guys ever get those in?
Yeah, we literally had one drop off today.
Yeah. So
it smells like trout.
How often do those come in? Is it like one for every 10 bass boats that come in, or
maybe like
not
once a
even as
month?
frequent as
Maybe once a month.
that? Yep.
It's not crazy, but yeah.
Oh, I got this one from Brian. Any tips on how to change my active target wiring to have cutoff switch on my switch panel? Yes. So what you want to do is call Bass Fishing Electronics and make an appointment. Tell them that Reel Nothern Bass sent you, and no.
Just how to change my active target wiring to have cutoff switch. You don't want to do that.
Oh, on a switch panel. I read it, but not comprehending, because I was thinking about what I was going to say after I read it.
Hardwire is the way to go, no matter what. Don't run your frickin' trolling motor power cables with your transducer cables. That's why you have interference.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
Or just have us do it.
Speaking of which, when I get my boat back, I need to still fix my trolling motor with the parts that you bought me. Remember that when I was at the tournament, the friggin' plug died?
I wrote it down. I wrote Sean Snover, and I wrote everything that I took.
Yep.
And I put it on a note on the keyboard downstairs or out back. And I went back there today to grab something. And I'm like, Sean Snover, like, what is this for? Like, oh, I wrote this.
I still got to pay him for all that.
Yeah. Well, we still have the note, so we can put it together. And yeah.
Well, if I can remember, either tomorrow afternoon or Friday afternoon, because my next 2 days at work until like 2 o'clock both days are pretty, and I mean very solidly booked with meetings. So if I have to do it in the morning, I'm going to forget. But if I can remember in the afternoon before you guys leave at the end of the day, I can easily get that squared away. I'll just call my credit card and get her done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no worries.
Oh, Andrew. Any sun shirts available yet? No.
We just got a bunch in at Bass Fishing Electronics.
Yeah. Dude, I tell you what, trying to do everything between real life, work, family, traveling for the tournament, everything that's happened to be like before that, like the mad rush to be able to get a week and a half off from work, being gone, work, like tournament, so completely locked in on that. Kids camp, completely locked in on that. That's sun up to sundown all week. The absolute crap show of that work has been, not in a bad way, since I've gotten back, because I've transitioned to a new position here. It's been good, but my God, dude, I'm tired. And, like, I haven't even been able to keep up with the channel. So, like, I need to figure out how to get both Andrew, you, and my wife, Chrissy, roped in more on, like, things like that, like, it's really not that difficult to get it done. It's just a little time consuming to make things like that happen. Just working with suppliers and like, yeah, this is what we're thinking. What do you have for options? And they send you everything they can do with pricing on everything. And then you just go through, you pick colors, you pick your, how many of, quantity you want of each size. And you get a quote based on all that. Then you move forward and it's like, dude, goddamn, it's not difficult. It's just, it's a lot. Oliver, yes.
Oliver, you're an animal, though. You're a different breed.
He also doesn't have 2 young kids at home with a wife that works at night. His lovely woman, Riley, is at home with him full time as well, helping.
Yeah, they're both amazing people.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Like, I don't ever stop to even think about what it is I do on a daily basis ever, because I don't have time. It's a good and bad thing. I never stop. I just don't stop. That's all I need to say about that. But to elaborate on it, because I always just go is I never get a chance to stop and reflect on where I was yesterday to where I am today. I only see what's ahead of me. And because I don't really like looking back that often, but it's good to stop and reflect, right? Like, regardless of what it is about, it's just good to stop and reflect on where you've come from, like how far you've progressed, regardless of what it is you're talking about. And when I really think about the channel and everything we've done, yeah, you know, like from a number of things, like, good Christ, man, fucking. Most days I feel like I'm hanging on by a thread. There's no other way to put it. I feel like I'm hanging on by a thread because I know I'm doing too much. I only sleep 4 to 5 hours a night, every night, and I've been doing this since 2009, between the gaming channel and then jumping into the fishing channel. But I love it, and I wouldn't happen any other way. No one's forcing me to do this. I'm doing this because I want to do this. And then every once in a while it catches up to me, and I crash. I crash hard, both mentally and physically. And then I get that one night's respite, and I'm back at it for another 6 months before I crash again.
Yeah. Dude.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
No.
I live for this shit. But, yeah, it was an incomplete thought. Thinking about how much I am able to get done and how little time I actually have. Most of the shit I get done is between like 8:30 and 2 a.m. most nights. And even that, a lot of those nights are interrupted because Andrew's like, let's play Rocket League. I'm like, oh, yeah. And I lose 2 hours playing Rocket League, and then I come back.
What are you doing later? Well, actually,
I was going to work on a video and go to sleep kind of early, but I guess I'm going to play Rocket League and stay editing until 2:30 in the morning. God damn it.
Is that why? Damn it.
I forgot that Riley said that when we were up there.
I need to get more sleep. Did she say that?
Man, I got 2 kids. What am I going to worry about?
I don't. I need more sleep. Maybe something will stick.
Dude, Mark's right. It's fine. Less damage on rough boat rides.
Dude, I swear to God, it's happened a few times. And it hurts.
Oh, yeah. Nate, it's crazy seeing Sean's brain on a normal day and how much is on his plate every day. Guy's an animal. Thanks, man.
Oliver, when's that crawler coming out, by the way?
Only way to keep them from reaching elephantitis proportions.
Did you see that dude on Instagram?
No.
80-pound nutsack.
Oh my God.
Christmas.
All right, on that note, wildly inappropriate. We're going to get canceled. You know what? This was fun. I'm glad we just got to, like, plant loosey-goosey, not have anything specific to go over.
Shoot the shit with you guys. It's fun.
And not putting any pressure on you guys either to come up with a bunch of questions for, like, or open topic night. Just totally change it up. So it was good. But next week, we're going to have Dennis on. We're going to talk about BFS fishing for anybody that's interested in that.
I am.
I know you are, especially with your hair jig game. So, like, that'll be fun. And Dennis is a friggin' magician on it. So I'm going to be the coordinator for this conversation and sit in between Andrew and Dennis while Andrew, with his mega intrigue, asks 1,000 questions, and then Dennis answers everything, and I just sit there with my thumbs. I'm here.
You can just point to whoever's talking.
It's like, be like a friggin' political debate. Is there a counterattack from the other party? What say you, sir?
I second that.
Interesting. And what do you have to think about that?
I plead the fifth. Plead the fifth.
That'd be good. So, anyway, for everybody that's still here, thank you very much, as always. Appreciate you.
Yes.
Andrew, do your thing. Wait. Don't forget, this Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be on Debo's. So if you guys are interested, keep an eye on the social media. But then after that, now it's your turn.
We will see you guys next week, or Saturday, possibly, at 8 o'clock or 8:30 or whatever time you said it was, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock for us.
But
8:30
yeah, 8 o'clock
for
for
that
us.
guy on Saturday.
Sure. Okay, I'll see you there. But we see you guys next week at 8 o'clock at reelnorthernbass.com or at YouTube at Reel Northern Bass.
Yes.
8 o'clock Eastern Time. Love you guys. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Later, guys.
Adios.